that I'm streaming. I apologize for not doing that ahead of time, but sometimes it's just easier to do it once I get started. Okay. BMW stream. So just a reminder about contests. BBC is not having one this year, but they are having a housing hike. If you're in there, send a message to Treat. ETU is having a version of one. You have to take photos, and we're going to work on one of those today. I don't think AUT is doing anything. Spicy, of course, has a ton, and they are up on the housing forums. And they include a fireplace, a spaceship, and I think a Christmas tree? Yeah, new life tree, whatever you want to call it. If you look at my character, you'll note that I bought the opalescent skin, and I'm just playing it with it. But, you know, the truth is that it's probably not all that attractive. If you can kind of look at it, it's kind of not pretty. But I don't really care, because I like it. And that's really the point. I'll turn it off for a second so you can see my the headpiece I got too. I got this tiara. Isn't that beautiful? All these crown crates. So in case you didn't know, today's Friday the 13th, so they have the Grim Harlequin is for sale, the Black Camel of Ill Omen is for sale, and Sanguine's Black Goat is for sale. So if you want to get those, then you can. For furnishings in the crown crates, there is this, a towering pile of books, which if any of you are curious about when you start, I will go to my library and show it to you. Also, this fawn is amazing and beautiful, and I'm going to put it in my homes. What else was I going to say to you? There's just a bunch of news type deals that I'm telling you. Okay, so we got through most of them. There is also DDA has a bunch of contests coming up. Oh, I love them too, Ixie. Nice to see you. Good morning. Where is it? Derp, 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 derp. See, Griff, I call myself a derp. All right, so I already voted on Artisan the Eye, so make sure that if you haven't, that you do. Merry Good Happy Something. I think I'm going to submit to Woobin my Nutcracker house, obviously. Woobin is the guild master, so if you want to get into Divine Design Alliance, he would be the person to talk to. Okay. What's nice about DDA is they're one of the few guilds that actually doesn't have a problem with you actually using effects, which unfortunately some people do, and it's obnoxious. There was an update to... I want to thank Chimmer76 for the follow. I couldn't send you anything because your name wasn't actually, like, the right name for NA. So if you're on NA and I have not sent you Prezi, I probably don't have your correct name. So it's best for you to send me information on your name. Now, there was an update on Minion this morning and yesterday for that new program that I'm just raving about. The, excuse me, I have to list something for sale. And it means I have to make more. The Magic Sorter by Architectura. You really should get it. The update is amazing. The update is that, oh wow, I know what this is. The update now is not only does it sort, it actually puts things in your house all pretty. So I'll show you my Ceradelic because I need to grab some flowers from there anyway. So what it does is it'll stack your stuff if you want it to. It won't do it automatically if you like to stack your own stuff. You can just turn off the button. But the stacking feature is just, oh, I was so happy. I was watching this last night, and while I was doing it, I could have sat there for hours watching what it's doing because it was so satisfyingly organized and beautifully done. So I guess the update this morning pushed the items a little further back from the door so you don't have any entry problems. But when we get to my Ceradelic, which is a plant and flower storage house, you'll see what I mean about the stacking. It's just beautiful. I don't know if it uses EHT, like if Cardi let them use, or that person use EHT. I don't know like what gender that person is. So there's that, and this one. Okay, those are two different size ones. But see, look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. They did that automatically. I'm just in shock. I'm happy. I could not tell you how happy I am with this. It is just amazing work. Super happy about it. Yeah, and it does it automatically for you. It's just unbelievable. So this add-on has changed my life, and I hope they don't ever get rid of it. Life-changing. It was supposed to snow yesterday, and it didn't, which is a good thing because I was out of the house. I was at my class, and I have driven in snow plenty, but it has been a long time since I went to do anything like that. So it was like I was a little nervous because, you know, it takes a second or two to get back to the way that these things feel right. So, you know, for a second or two, you might be a little bit off. And that's all it takes to get in an accident, I guess. I don't know. I'm just a little bit of a nervous Nelly. So, okay, so what I was going to do is, first I have to make my dubious. I think this is my cooking fire. Is this my, it is my cooking fire, okay. Hey, Doobat. I'm going to make my dubious for Doobat. Not really for you, sorry. I need to get more of my beetle scuttle. Anyway, do I have enough long fins? Yeah. All right, so what I did yesterday in this house while you guys weren't on is I kind of fixed these. I was unhappy with them having the double bow kind of effect, so I ended up redoing them with just a single bow, or a single, like, I don't know what to call that, pennant, if you're doing it that way. I'm not sure what the word would be, but yeah, I fixed that. Secondly, I started my cookie table. Thus, it is obviously a rough draft. By rough draft, I mean, look at that. Those aren't even centered properly. Look at those. Those Drez lamps are not even close to centered properly. They're gonna drive me nuts, aren't they? So what I did is I believe I've come up with enough ideas now, but I need to get the items to do it. And I'm also going to do some effects, but I got to get my cheese for here. This white dye is just birch white. I put it on because it shows off something that it shows off the opalescent skin I was wearing before pretty well. That's the only reason why. Nothing Nothing else. Mine is just the basic. So, all right, can I do this and make it look good? Yeah, I can do this. Those are fairly, is this gonna look stupid because one of them's bigger than the other? Yes, it's gonna look stupid because one of them's bigger than the other. I need to figure out what size I do have, and then I gotta go get my cheese. We're gonna just make a couple of changes and then we'll do some things. Good morning, One Violet. So I was just talking about that add-on. It's absolutely amazing because what they did is they Architectura, whoever that is, the author, actually like added a stacking feature. So now it not only sorts your storage houses, it actually stacks everything beautifully and like with a little space in between each one so you can see how many you have. It's like heaven. When you watch it go, it's like, oh, this is so pleasing. So if you're like me and have storage houses, you're going to want to get this. And I will show you in a moment, if it ever loads, what I mean. Because this is sorted properly, this house. There we go. This is a little hard to see. Let me select all and turn off everything. Oop. Okay, this is one of those things you can do. Select all, change these items, turn these items off. It's absolutely amazing. If you have a setup like that, I would not recommend it. If you want to keep it, I wouldn't recommend you use it on those houses. But I recommend you use it on houses that you don't care about the storage in. I'm just turning everything off right now so that you can see it easier. Because it's kind of blinding. But you see how nicely it does it by size? It's like stacking them by size even. So pretty. Okay, so now you can see it a little clearer what it's doing. It's not as satisfying as some of the other houses, which are like absolutely perfectly done in a way that you just look at it and you're like, oh, this is so amazing. But this is pretty darn good, and for what it is, I'll just leave one light on. So yeah, you can see what it's done. How pretty that is. It's absolutely amazing. It is magic, just like it says in the name. All right, so I got the cheese I needed. Now I'm going to go back to Cyrodiilic and grab the flowers I need because I picked the wrong size. Yes, you can find stuff. It's just more satisfying because like I used to use EHT to make everything all nice and nicely stacked, but I didn't do it as well as this program does. So that I like what it does better. EHT didn't really stack things the way that I wanted them to be. So this is just kind of amazing. We're going to have to do some shopping. See what it did with my flowers. Just incredible. I think it is. All right, so I need one of these blue guys. And I need to figure out, okay, so it's the small ones I had more of. The big ones need to go down. Stout. Stout can just live here. Did I put the wrong one down? No. Okay. So what I was going to do is I needed those flowers. I needed the cheese and a flower for the cheese. And then we're going to go shopping. So what I'm doing is the cookie table for ETU. I finally finished up what I want to use it for. I mean, use with it. And I want to use something that's going to require a certain amount, like maybe 7 more radishes. And then 1 or 2 more sand cakes. All right, I'm trying to do this in my head and I don't know why. I don't need to do it in my head. Also, the other thing is I can kind of cheat and do EHT, but I kind of like the idea of challenging myself with, and using EHT isn't always cheating, but in this case, you know, just making the cookies look like something else is a little bit kind of crazy, if you know what I mean. So I'm gonna not use these guys, but I am gonna use the Dress cups because the Dress cups are amazing. So I need, how many of these was I gonna do? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I'm doing 6. I'm not doing 8. So I need 5 radishes because I already have 1. I need 2 more sand cakes, I think. More Dress cups. I think that's Sujama, but I'm not sure. They're going to look different than that. And so is this whole table. This is all just rough drafty world, but they're going to look more like that. See? Yeah, I have the new tattoo on. That's how those are going to end up looking. Now this Sujama, I think. What is it? It is the Ashländer Cup Mazde. All right, because I need more of those. And then I'm gonna put my flowers here. Yes, I got the new tattoo. I got a bunch of the new stuff. I really liked it. There's some really pretty stuff in there. Thank you. The cheese is gonna get nicer too. You'll see in a moment. Okay. This is what the cheese is going to look like in the end. Like a cake. But I'll have to probably put it on the ground because I got to sink the stuff in. So maybe like, what? That wasn't supposed to happen. Maybe like, hitboxes are such a problem at this particular juncture. I have a hard time grabbing this guy. So that, and then this guy, nope. Nope. I hate this flower. It's like next to impossible to grab this flower. but it's pretty, and that's the problem. So we put the cheese in the middle, and then the void flower, and it looks like a beautiful cake. See? I think so, anyway. Y'all don't need to agree. I think it looks like a beautifully iced cake. All right, so we've got things we need to buy. And yes, I'll have something covering the stems underneath. But where we need to be. So let's do a rando and then we'll go shopping. So do you guys work from home? Because I do. I was just curious to know if you work from home or if you are still in school or if it's just a different time zone for you, like Dubat. All right. I did a Twantle yesterday. So let's do, I don't know this person, Sidaraha 1. And this is their whole lunar champion. The new router fixed most of my problems. I am happy to report. Oh, okay. Well, happy day for you. Dinner time. Got it. It's not quite dinner time. It's 11:30 a.m. here. Okay. Hey, Fozaman. I saw your meteors this morning. I didn't actually watch it yet, though. Okay, so this is Sidaraha 1, and we're going to go explore this random. And then we're going to go shopping. Oh, that's pretty. I haven't seen anyone do that before. Yeah, I saw that you said that. I need this. I need this. I don't have it, and I need it. Oh, cute. That's where they put their treasure. All right, that makes sense. So this section seems to me to be a house / achievement house section. But we will see what the others are. Somebody's using the dragon triptych, not triptychs, frescoes and whatnot. Now to my most disliked section, Moongrave Fane. They're in progress, it looks like. But this looks like a teaching area to me. Maybe a praying area. Training area, maybe. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, it actually does kind of look cultish, doesn't it? I hadn't thought of that. And now to my second favorite. Do they have that open yet? They do not. Okay. So, I broke their orb. Isn't that sad? Alright, so the next place I was going to go that I didn't shop at for these things. Because I did some shopping yesterday, so I want to kind of pick up where I left off, which was, I didn't do Grotwood. Brorb. So I need 5 radishes, 1 or 2 sand cakes, a bunch of Ashlander Cup Maztes, which I have a feeling I'm going to have to look on TTC. I don't think they're going to be easily found. I think out of all of them, probably the sand cakes will be well, the radishes will probably be easier than that. But yeah, those cheeses, I got sunk on one of those cheeses once. Early on in my flipping days, I bought a very, very too expensive cheese and got stuck with it. And so I used it in a design. And so I ended up now just reincorporating the cheese in something else. Hey, Funky, I have a couple of cheeses. I can't remember how many, but when I find them cheap enough, I buy them, you know? So this isn't really a shopping stream, but I can tell you things while we're shopping. If you have a awesome guild store, you may want to use the text search negatives, because I'm so sick of seeing Dremora crap that I just did negative Dremora. I also have a furnishing search, so that makes this easier, so that I can see these small little cookie items. And then I'll show you something. If I come across things that are good resale value, I'll tell you. I don't think I'm going to be buying anything for that purpose today, because all I'm looking for are certain items for my build. The other thing you want to make sure you get is an add-on called Furniture Catalog. And the reason why you want to get it is because, see where it says painting a summer sturdy from treasure chests? You know, it tells you where you can find these things. But here's the more interesting one. Treat Towering Palm Cluster. It tells you can get it from Maladik in Grotwood for 100 gold. Look at this guy selling it for 200. So it stops you from buying things that you could easily get at a vendor, and you don't get ripped off. So that's just my opinion on that. You know, I wonder if I should bring my band, my orc party band, to the house for the holidays. That would be funny. I'm sort of incorporating a whole bunch of different builds into it. I could get away with it. You know, sometimes J Hart and I'll talk, and we clearly don't agree on our what's the word? Approaches to money issues. And I'm okay with that. I mean, obviously everybody has different opinions, but he sinks a lot of his money into furnishings, which I think is a really bad idea. So let me tell you why. I did some math early on to calculate how much these things went up in price in terms of over time. Like I went 6 months out and from it to see what, like if I got this deer head, I would go 6 months out and see what the value is. So here you see it's like 19 to 24K. And I did that calculation, and it actually went, on average, the items lost 8% value on average. Some of these items, you can play it right, you could probably resell them, but even when you see those listing prices that you just saw there, that doesn't mean it's selling. I just don't think that, for me, I don't think that it's a smart investment. It's not something that I would put money in unless it's something that I would be comfortable living with forever and ever. Amen. Because in reality, sometimes you get stuck with things. And that's an overall good point for flipping, period. Especially when you don't have the money to risk. You know, you're really kind of starting out maybe. Don't ever buy anything you aren't comfortable eating. And I mean that. Because there's going to be times you'll learn the hard way and you will eat it. And that is sad, but it's the truth. Wow, I'm not finding any little knick-knacky type stuff. So the thing that I'm doing here is, you'll see I have the deal range is okay. This deal range can be turned on in Magic Merchant and Awesome Guild Store. I forget which one's settings, but if you have them both going, you can turn the deal range on. And I like to put fair to buy it. I don't like to do overpriced. So I'll pay a fair price for, you know, any kind of furnishing, but I don't want to pay more than that. So I may be missing stuff, but I'm okay with that. I can't go for that. No can do. Alright, I'm not finding anything here. This is crazy. I may have done this area yesterday, and that's why I'm not seeing anything. I can't remember where I stopped. God, I need coffee so bad. It's too early. So I have lots of advice for flipping if you're curious. I've made a lot of money doing it, and I'm comfortable sharing quote unquote secrets. And there's just, you know, right now I'm not making a ton of money. If you actually look at MM and you see my sales, they're probably crap. And that's because a month or two back, I bought a giant black bag of furnishings to help out a guild. You know, I was dumping like 1,000,000 gold a week into some of these guilds to help them keep their trader, because the traders got all expensive for a while. So I figured, you know, if that's what I'm doing, I might as well sink it into the auction black bag and get my money's worth, at least somewhat. So I did. I got a bunch of these items back. I mean, a bunch of these items that I could resell. But the problem is that I finally decided, okay, I'm going to go sell them. And they're not, furniture is not a fast seller unless it is food. PC. This is PCNA. Food sells stupid quick. Platters apparently sell really quick. Certain other little knick-knacky kind of items like that, smallish items, sell really well. But other things don't. And that's kind of surprising to me. But that's why I say don't go crazy investing in furnishings, because I don't think they're a great market and they move slowly. But I did want to get rid of. Well, yeah, that's true. I did want to get rid of what I had, so I've been selling it slowly, because I can take a hit for a few weeks just to get rid of stuff that I had, and it saves me from having to go shopping my normal way for a little while. Anyway, okay, I'm not seeing. You only do writs? What do you mean? Other than to make money, you mean? Because that's not a bad way to make money. I do my writs every day. It's a good thing to do. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I mean, it's all about time. You know, if you have the time and the interest, then you'll do it. If you don't, you don't. I mean, nobody's telling you how to play the game. And if you just want to do writs, daily writs, and not make a ton of money, you can do that. And there's nothing wrong with it. I have no problem with what you're doing. Hughes Bane might work, but let me teach you something about Hughes Bane. If you know someone who has the Princely Dawnlight Palace, go to that. And then when you exit, you're right pretty much at the Hughes Bane cellars. So you don't have to like go in the front way and travel down and cross the ocean and do all that stuff to get to the cellars. So I go to AUT Guild's Princely Dawnlight every time. Am I happy? I'm indifferent is what I am. Because it all depends on the delivery. I have no... it all depends on what they give us for housing, you know? And if they improve quality of life. If the servers work. If they stop throttling our data, that's what matters. If they're just introducing Skyrim and that's that, I'm not sure I'm thrilled about it, you know? I'm tired. I'm tired of the way we're treated. I wish we were taken more seriously. I don't know. I complain a lot, so perhaps I'm the wrong person to ask. I am a grumpy fish. Admittedly. Alright, so this is where we are at the back, where all the shopkeepers are. Cinch Adventure Academy used to have great deals. I don't know if they still do or not, but they used to be amazing. Like, I'd find incredible deals on Cinch, but I have a feeling that, like, for whatever reason, they're changed. I don't know why. And sometimes when you're looking for little things, ooh, I didn't mean to do that, but I'm going to buy that. When you're looking for little things like this, furnishings, sometimes you can find them in, I might do a seashell. Sometimes you can find them in the smaller guilds because people just sell the things that they find. And if you're talking about a small thing like a seashell or some of the other stuff I'm looking for, some higher traders may not think that it's worth selling. And they may either vendor it or just give it away or something. But I actually want these small items, and so smaller traders are a good thing. I have been trading since I started in this game, and I am a fanatic about it. But I've laid off a lot. I used to be much more aggressive about it and much more proactive in it. I think my big problem with these assholes is this. Once they throttled our data, I sort of got so pissed. You don't need to understand that. If you're not into it and it's not your thing, you don't need to. I am the kind of person who doesn't know anything about stats. I don't know anything about fighting. I have no idea what penetration means other than you know what I mean. I don't understand any of this stuff. You know? It's like, I don't know what a good build is. I look at Dots Gaming and I copy it. I don't know how to fight. I know how to sell. I know how to make money. I know how to build. But I have no interest in the actual functioning fighting in the game. So we all have our areas of things that we understand and we're good with, and other things that we just don't really have any interest in. So I don't throw any stones at anyone who doesn't know how to build, because, I mean, well, yeah, knows how to build, doesn't know how to build and doesn't know how to sell, because everybody's different. Everybody's different. Okay, so I need, oh, there's another guild called the Syndicate without this little doohickey over the S, and I kind of feel bad for them that somebody sort of kind of took their name. I thought special characters like that weren't allowed, but I guess I was wrong. Alright, let's go to, if anyone's there. No one's in Gold Coast. Hey, Twanto. Nobody's in Canarthy. Jesus. 3 people in Betnick, of all places. I don't know. Yeah, the forums are abuzz with everybody being excited about Skyrim, but I just don't care. It's like, free MM! Give us back our data! You make shopping take so much longer that it isn't fun anymore. Alright, so where am I going? I'm gonna go to Gold Coast. Okay. maybe. I'll go back to Gold Coast later. Tenerife sometimes has good stuff. I don't know. Pisses me off. I don't know how long I'll be for this game world. It depends, you know, like if it really depends on when Inquisition's sequel comes out, Dragon Age Inquisition, because once that comes out, you won't see me again. At least as long as it takes me to finish that game like 8 times. I played Skyrim and it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. It's a beautiful, beautiful game. And it's a beautiful world. And I'm sure that it'll be lovely. But I don't know. It doesn't make up for having a non-working server and a non-working, you know. Yeah, you know, it's funny, Vulsadol. I was thinking about downloading it again and just loading it up, but I had all these add-ons that I used to use, and I don't remember even half of how to use that add-on thing. I would have to start from square one, and I'm not sure I want to do that. You know? That might not work for me. I am not having good luck with the old-fashioned way. I may have to just do TTC and live with it. So, for those of you who don't know about the site, the TTC site is this. Thanks for the follow, Charles. That is the TTC site. And you can go there and you can search for things. In my case, I'm going to start searching for something that I actually don't think that is going to be up. So I'm going to look for Mazte. Ashlander Cup Mazte. Ashlander Cup Mazte. There is a plan for it, though. Nope, none of them. There are no Ashlander Cup Maztes up. I wonder if I can make it already. It's a blueprint. Blueprint is metal? I never can remember. Wood, isn't it? I don't remember. If any of you remember which blueprint is. Okay, thank you. I realize they're trying to be a little bit more realistic by using those terms, but it doesn't help me because I can't remember which one is which. Okay, so let's go see if I have that. So what I did, and you may want to do this because it's fun, is I made a crafting house that is a little village. And when I go to craft, I actually go to my little village. Unless, of course, I need to do something that needs the guild hall or something like that. Some people just take SnugPod, put everything in SnugPod, and then you have one-stop shopping. You know, you can just do everything you need to do really close together, and everything is fun. You know, right there. But I'm the kind of person who actually kind of enjoys going around like it's a real town. So I'm personally enjoy going to my house. Hey, Ambril, and doing that kind of thing. So, which is it? What do you think it would be under? Ashlander Not dining, hearth. I may have this. I do! Yay! Oh, goodness. All right. Beautiful. So I don't need to buy it. I do need to buy sand cakes. How many radishes can I make? Oh, that's probably food. Moo, moo, moo. Making the radishes. Only 2 because I'm low on nickel. Alright, fine. I'll go buy some nickel though. Niccolo. So yeah, this is my little village. I adore my little village. I love that it's all right here. You know? Like everything I need is right here, and it feels right. They're all in the right places for me. I don't know. Maybe that's lame, but that's how I feel. Okay, where was I going next? I did Malabator. I guess Merkmeyer's right near the shop to go make stuff. It's hardly ever anyone's in Merkmeyer these days. They should have had like an apartment in Lilmoth. What door? You gonna link it? Go ahead. Go ahead and link it. Linky, linky. Hey, Delisha. No hammy again. This is very disappointing. Oh, no, I know that door. Yeah, didn't I answer? Was I wrong? I said it was one of the elsewhere walls. It's not actually a door, it's just an elsewhere wall put on its side. What did I say? Nickel. I should get a lot of nickel because there's always need for nickel. And since I'm in here, might as well check out all the stolen stuff. So maybe I can make some money. And then, oh, look. Nice. A special treat. Just for me. Alright, I'll go back. I can do that anyway. I mean, it doesn't bother me. Ooh, a tapestry. How nice. Thank you. I'm just making out like a bandit. Yay! Success. Alright, back to Merkmeyer. I mean, Mornoth. I know I went and I picked it up. And I looked at, no, I want to know too. I picked it up and I thought I saw the name being a wall, but I could be on crack and have dreamt that or something. Because that is what I do, apparently. Yeah, do you guys see Danny Aiello died? Hey, D-Bit. We are trying to figure out what I used for a door. All right. Oh, it's the lid of the sarcophagus, I think. Yeah, it's the lid of the sarcophagus. There you go. And then I do undo, and it puts it back. So, there is your answer. A sarcophagus lid. I've got 10 of those. Oh, you're most welcome. I'm sorry I didn't know it off the top of my head. That was kind of embarrassing, isn't it? So 3, and then I need 3 more, I think. Radishes. You're a snarfagus. I don't know what that means, but you're that. Okay, now I need some more of the sand cakes. What? Why did you show me the wrong thing? I want a sand cake. Bankarai. Don't buy my sand cakes before I get there. Yeah, no, I could have sworn it was a wall, but I'm so glad that you reminded me to go look. But yeah, I don't know why I used that. Very strange. I guess I liked the idea of it being thinner. Oh my goodness, did you really? Hi, Time. Nice to meet you too. And you should have gotten something from me because I mailed a little thank you in to people on NA. If I don't know your name, hey Tierna, I'm sorry if I missed your hello there. Okay, so Trucker's Quarter. I am Stabby Doom, obviously, the streaming potato. I just do housing, and right now I am putting together my my house for Nutcracker Suite. please catch me alive and not dead. So then once I'm done with that, we can look at other things. But generally, I like to look at to do a little bit of building in the streams lately because a lot of people want to see that. They want to actually see the building. Unfortunately, shopping is often a portion of building. Vardenfell, Vivek City. Okay. If you're curious, I use I forget the name of it. Actually, I'll tell you from looking at Minion. Oh, okay. Well, now it'll come back to me if you don't pick it up. I use Easy Travel. And I like Easy Travel better than the one that makes you put in that long thing to port. I much prefer it because all you do is /TP and then you start typing the name of the area. And that's all you need to remember. And I don't have much in terms of... Oh, I've found many cookies. We are going to build cookies today. Because I did a lot of prep work to find the cookies. AK. Lots of cookies. There you go. Sand cake. That should be enough. Okay, so let's go try this out. This is going to be annoying, guys, because I'm going to be doing a lot of straightening. So I hope you don't mind. Because I don't like it that it's not straight. Um, it's like my stand, my cookie stand is a little bit off kilter, so I want to make it just perfect. So there's going to be some EHT work going on. If I knew angles better, I would be better off doing it that way, but I'm not a hugely smart angle person. All right, here we go. This is the Nutcracker Suite for those of you who may not have seen it in my Grand Sijic. Pacrudes is a good guild in terms of selling stuff. I'm really pleased with what they sell. All right, so you see what I mean? Like, this is just not perfect, and I don't like that. It needs to be perfect. Absolutely perfect. All right, stand over. You are not perfect. Okay, so what I'm going to do is remove the cookies. Ah. Some of the cookies. These are going to be decorated. Don't worry, they're not going to just look like little nubs. But God, the hitboxes on some of these things suck. Okay. Sometimes I find standing over things is the best way to make sure that things are proper. In this case, that's the Dres lamp. Dres. It doesn't actually put out a lot of light, which is actually, in this case, a good thing. I don't want it to put out a lot of light. So what I'm going to do is hit Q here. And it shows that the item here is pitch 0, yaw 158, roll 0. So I'm going to try using it on this one. Yaw, it's going to have to be the opposite of 158, but no, I picked the wrong thing. I want to try it on you. The impossible to select, you know what, these plants are going to have to move for now because they have huge hitboxes and the plates I'm working with don't. Okay, so this one is at 158. So I need to figure out the opposite of 158. Or I could just spin this sucker. I'll just spin it. That is what I will do. There we go. Perfection. Beautiful. Very pleased. All right. So then to make this one perfect, I'm going to try to select this plate with Q. And Q gives me all of its data like this. So I've got 0, 209, 0. And then what I want to do with this is close it and then select this plate. Nope, it's the Dres lamp. I want the stupid plate, please. Plate, please. Okay. Then the plate, I will have the same problem, but since it's round, it may not matter. Okay, so plate, I'm not happy with you. You're not looking right. And you're the wrong height. Gah! All right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to EHT this whole sucker. So I'm gonna put this away, and you're gonna learn about EHT. So housing tools. Why don't you send that idea to Cardinal 5? His name is Cardinal 05, and he does the Essential Housing Tools add-on, and I'm sure he could add something like that. It seems Seems like a good idea. Single item. Okay, so we want to select a single item we want to change, and that is going to be this guy. We don't want him to be so high. So what do we want to do? We want to level him with this one. So we change it to level each item with target, and that target is you. See? Now it's level. Now they are level. Perfectly level. And that pleases me. Otherwise I would have been ticked. I gotta do something with this guy. I mean, it's level, but it's not properly spaced. Now let's look it up from above. I think it looks fine from above. So the only problem here are the dress lamps are not perfect. All right. How am I going to do this? Because I never remember how to do this. I know how to do it, but I always forget. Okay, so we want to select the one we want to change, which is this guy. And we want to well, we can always level it with the guy first. I want to level you with this guy. So now you're level. That actually did it. That did everything I wanted it to. So now I want, okay. Okay. I am now satisfied with this. This now makes me happy. It didn't before. Okay, so what I want to do is put, these cookies are going to be over here. They also have a ridiculous hitbox. I'm going to close out of EHT because I don't need it right now. Told you this is going to be a boring build session. I wasn't kidding. We're making cookies. Lots of cookies. There. We've got four cookies right there. I wanted a seashell cookie here. I should have another seashell in my mail. These will be decorated. They don't look good right now, but they will. Sand cake. Sand cake. Drinkware. Yeah, you should use Minion. Get the updates. Otherwise, you won't even be able to see other people's effects sometimes. You know what? I'm being stupid. I'm being absolutely stupid. Alright. This is why I'm being stupid. All items the same as the target. The target is here. So I've selected now all of these drinks. Then I want to do a single item, and I want to deselect this sucker. Here's a reason. Now I want to change all of these items to be on the same level as target. Come on. All right, you did not do your job. So we're going to go up. There. Done. That one cookie's going to drive me mad. There. Cookies! Next, we're doing these. I had a lot of thought based on this one. What I wanted was, I don't know if I want to use those ivories. I've been trying to think of what I would want to use instead, but I can't really think of anything. Yet. Thank you. I don't want to do the bone ones because I've seen someone do that exact thing and I don't want to copy. So I think I'm gonna try to find another cup I can do what I did with the tarts. I mean with the Mazte cup. Back to ESO fashion. Look at how beautifully it stacked everything. I loves it. Yeah, oh god. When you see it do it, it's amazing. Okay. In fact, while I'm looking for what I need, I'll start it. Hmm. I might do Argonian cup short. I'm not sure. Maybe not a cup. I don't know. Cups are pretty nice. Wait till you see the ones that need a lot of, like, a messed up house. It's just incredible. I'm going with Redorin cup. Look how beautifully it stacked everything in here. Hey, Kitros. I wanted to show you one really good before I stop it and it's not really moving items because I ran it this morning, but it will once it gets to Topol. There's a whole bunch in Topol that don't belong in there. But the stacking is really what I wanted to show you. It's just amazing. It doesn't just throw it in there anymore. It actually sorts it and puts it nicely in order. Ooh, bug. Because that's stolen. Interesting. Found a bug. Yeah, so I'm going to go with the Redoran cups. Now, the Ashlander cup Mazte looks exactly the same as the Redoran cup I'm going to use, except it's white. The Redoran cup is this brown, and the Drez cup looks a little bit more gray. So it'll make interesting cookies. I stole that Merkmeyer pattern thingy. Let me go launder it. This is the life of a builder. With no coffee. Because if I had coffee, this would be far more interesting. Don't worry. This will be our little secret. Okay. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. I'm going to see if I have the plan for Redoran Cup. That might be under dining. Redoran Bowl. I ran out. I drank it all. It's very sad. I'm looking on TTC to see where I can find. That's so funny. The plan I'm looking for is actually cheaper. Ugh, that's so weird. Okay, we'll go to Northern elsewhere. Okay, enjoy. I'll probably be on for a while. I gotta finish these cookies. And then think about a spaceship. Because I'm not feeling very spaceshipy. After I pick up this this thing, we'll go to a house. Ugh, I'm gonna die without coffee. I'm gonna die. It's so unfortunate. Wine. All right, who had it? Craftaholics had what I need. Okay. We want to do a new search. And I want to do consumable and recipe and Redoran. That would be really weird if somebody bought it when was listed. Here it is. 2 of them. Somebody undercutting it himself. That's a little odd. Whatever. Okay, so let's go to a house. I went to a true rando this morning. We've got, let's do a Favara. Let's do a big Favara. We'll go to her moonsugar. Favara is pretty good. I've been looking at a lot of her homes, and because she seems to have posted all of them at once, and they're all pretty good. So if you have the hub and you want to look around, you should really take a good look at her stuff. It's pretty impressive. You should get the hub anyway. My coffee should be arriving in the next hour, hopefully, if all goes well. Her stuff. What did I say? Favara. I was saying that you should check out her stuff on the hub. I wonder what's going on here. Interesting. Is this the one that they changed, or did she put those on there? She couldn't have. She couldn't have done that. All right, so this is where we're selling stuff. I just ate the red ring cup. Oh, cute. Nice thing to put inside one of these decorative Kraglorn thingies, because sometimes you know, there isn't much that fits without poking out. So I think that looks good. Cute. Looks like a Bosmer is cooking over here. Nice little beach fire. He's serving up fishies. Oh, look at that. How pretty is that? Just had to double check I was still on, because yesterday it oh wow, it completely cut me off and didn't tell me. So that's awesome, using the witches stick thingies that we all have 80 bajillion of, or had, I got rid of mine, into making a rustic kind of fence for the cabana. That's really a brilliant idea. Reusing stuff you have a lot of, including the wheat. We have a ton of these, and so they made them into a thatch roof, which is so interesting. I need to remember that. Was that all of it? No, I don't think so. That's the entrance, though. Maybe she has it all closed off. 495 out of 700 items. So she's still got room. I think it's a she. Ah, she's closed things off, I think, intentionally. Swimming around. I mean, it's lovely, don't get me wrong. The area, the base area itself, or the base house itself. But I'm not going to spend any more gold. Ooh, I found a little sneaky place over here for drinking. Okay. Let's hit another one. I've seen, I mean, it's unfortunate that you have to cut off parts of moon sugar if you want to do it a certain way. Monkey me. House of the Silent Magnifico. Oh, no. I noticed that some of mine permissions changed again yesterday. So if you should really double check your permissions because it's annoying. But they do change. Yard sales. I don't think we should look at yard sales for inspiration. Just us. I mean, in general, it should be fine. Matrel. Yeah, let's do Matrel and then we'll do some more building. Hola! Evil. We're looking at another house and then we're going to finish up on cookies. Or do some thinking about cookies because I need to figure out how to decorate some of them to make them look less pipe-ish. I'm okay. I don't have enough coffee, but I'm otherwise all right. Been better, been worse. I'm on with you guys though, so that always helps. This is Machal's house, $5.99 out of 600, no effects. No, there is never enough coffee. I wonder if this affects the item count, those rocks. I don't think they're standard, but I can't remember. I saw somebody bury this into the wall to look like a window. Just bury the entire cart into the very end so that it was just that portion was a window. Okay, just a view up here, not much else. I love the grape trees, the sea grape trees. Those are really pretty trees. Oh, that's lovely. What a beautiful arrangement. And I like the color contrasts. The orange and the blue. And it's reflected in the butterflies. That's really beautiful. I don't think I know Matrel. But the name sounds familiar, but I don't think I know them. All right, time to make my cups. Y'all gonna have to live with it. Hearth, Veteran cups. Mazte. 6. Max is 6. Craft. Boom. Am I already out of... Damn, I'm already out of, like... I go through style thingies so quickly. So what I was talking about earlier when I was surprised at the prices for something. See these Rhetoric cups with the Mazte in them? They were about 11K. The ones that were empty none were lower than 20K. You would think, I would think, the ones with stuff inside them would be more. I don't understand it. Okay, so cute little knickknacks. Somebody left cookies over here. They just don't even know it. Oh, this resplendent sweet roll. I wouldn't mind getting that one day. I got to admit, I did get some crates. I gave in. But I didn't do so well. I got these ugly ass tattoos. I feel like that's all I ever get when I buy crates. It's just sick. Really nice natural design in here. It's like, looks like somebody would actually lay things this way. Don't let me forget I need sweet rolls. People use the empty ones for toilet paper. My guess is there are a lot of people that everything. Yeah, but you turn it on the side and you can't really tell if it's full or not. Another cookie. This person's just leaving cookies all around for me. Nice chandelier. Those blue things, it's hard to know what to do with them sometimes. Wow, something's bright from the other room. Yeah, you. So, here's a little trick I did with EHT, which is totally beyond anything you would ever have to do. So, for EHT, I created a trigger that this light in the other, because I had the same problem with light bleed, I would have this light off at all times unless somebody was walking in here, and then it would turn on. And as soon as they left, it would turn back off. So that was the trigger, and you could do that probably with states now rather than with triggers, because triggers are only work when somebody's there, but states actually work everywhere. So if you play around with that, I think you might end up with something good. And then not have to deal with bleed. Yeah, I guess you're right. But light bleed is one of those things that drives me nuts because there isn't really a good way to block it. So that's why I think the state thing is probably best, because then the bleed won't happen because the light isn't on unless the person's in the room with the light, which is the only time it would need to be on. So that's a little trick that I actually figured out myself because I'm oh so brilliant. Do I not have any sweet rolls in here? Desserts. Oh, I don't have my big sweet rolls. All right. I know what we're going to do next. I'm going to go buy some sweet rolls. And of course, no one's there. Because why would they be? You know, it's like, I thought I had 80 bajillion sweet rolls. Okay, so if you've done the quest, the sweet roll killer in Gold Coast DLC, you can get that achievement furnishing that is a whole bunch of sweet rolls stuck together. But the best part about that is it's only 500 gold. It's so cheap that it's like you could practically build things with it. It's that cheap. It's as cheap as some structural items. You know? It's amazing. I personally think. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. This is the achievement item for Gold Coast in Kvatch. I'll show it to you. You have to do the sweet roll killer quest, and once you do that, you can get the 500 gold sweet rolls and get as many as you like. Here. Achievement. See? Sweet rolls. 500 gold a pop. And I'll buy like 4 so I don't have to go back for a while. Isn't that cool? There's a bunch of good achievement furnishings that you can get here, but most of them are creepy. I like this rug. This has a humongous chain in case you ever need a chain for something. poison, blade of woe in case you need a knife, you know, all that stuff. But why I was coming was I wanted the sweet rolls. This is true. You should love DLC stuff in Gold Coast then. All right, let's go place everything and we'll almost be done. I need to think about how I want to decorate the cookies. But otherwise, I think they're all going to be exactly what I want. Toilet paper rolls. I'm going to have people eating toilet paper rolls. That's kind of disgusting if you think about it. Trying to be creative. Oh, okay. You know, I don't think I ever got that. I mean, I might have gotten the achievement, but I never bought the guillotine because, or guillotine, because it's not my thing. I don't do well with scary builds. They all just look like a whole bunch of scary things got put in a room. That's all it is. I'm not very good at that. Cardi stopped by both this house and the other one, the one that I did, the whatchamacallit, the hearth, the fireplace, and he said he liked them. That is true colors. All right, I'm gonna see. Well, that makes sense. I've had that for sure. For me, it's usually I just completely lose all interest in building anything anymore. That's like, there. All right, you live there. And now, I don't think this is going to work the way the other one did, because look how deep this is. It can't work like the other cookies. So I'm going to actually use the bottoms of these. And I don't feel bad of buying the full ones because I'll use them for something else someday. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is put all of them over where I want, but not worry about the height. Sometimes working in 3D is a real pain in the ass. All right, so we're gonna do what we did last time. He tries to be supportive of the community. He's really a great human being. I really like him. It's good to know that somebody at ZOS actually really cares, you know? All right, I'm going to remove this for the moment, and you'll see why in a second. All right, so we're going to do what we did last time, and we're going to do all items same as target. We're going to pick one of these guys. Then we're going to change to single item. We're going to deselect the one that's where we want it to be. Okay, then we're going to change these items, and we'll do level each item with target, and the target is that guy. Boom! All of our cookies are exactly the same. Oh, he's a lovely, lovely human being. Just such a nice guy. And then I hate that I can't make this work exactly the way I want it to, so we're gonna hit that and then do down. And then forward. I love being able to move things by pixel instead of, like, you know, always having a ginormous amount of space. All right. Okay. Those are my cookies. They do not look terribly edible, but those are my cookies. think what I'm gonna do is use magic carpet to get a higher up photograph. I screwed something up in my settings so bad once. I had it so that it was moving things whenever I moved in any direction, and that was really stupid. So I understand what you're talking about. You may just want to go back to default settings if you can. All right, so that's about where I would want to take the photo from. So turn off the UI. What do you think? Even without the decoration on the cookies, I think it looks okay. Yeah, I might drink I might eat the cup ones. I could totally see myself eating the cup ones. Oh, thank you. So Santa's cookies, I think I am going to leave them like that. Santa's cookies are now complete. I shall upload them to ETU, Holiday Decorating Contest. Santa's cookie table. Not sure which picture to use, but I think maybe the closer one looks better. Thanks. Yeah, that was the idea. Is I realized if you just put them out in plates, they're not gonna really visually appeal. So that's why I went with something bigger. You know, the height issue with the display table. This idea with the integral, guys, was actually based on an idea by someone else who had a pole and he had all of these things on it, the integral things, and he had different cakes on that. So it's kind of based on that, but I did a variation because I don't like to steal. I'm sure I have accidentally, but not intentionally. All right, so that's that. So that leaves one contest, the one I just can't do. Okay, so I got a bunch of things in my inventory now. I was trying to fix these yesterday. So many of the decorations on it make it look like they're floating out in front of them, and I'm trying to make them look less like that and more like they're on the tree. So I know one of them was looking a little bit like he didn't have enough. Maybe it was this guy. I could just see myself. I'm gonna just be going nuts trying to fiddle with everything, make everything look just right. And you never can. You can never make anything perfect. Oh yeah, these guys were backwards. Whoops. Probably were backwards on my picture too. Oh well. Don't care. Not looking to win. All right. All done. All right. I think I'm going to call it and have lunch. I need to think about my spaceship and what I'm going to do with it. And I don't really have ideas yet. And I like to think about them afterwards, while I'm not on stream, because I tend to get panicked and pick things I probably shouldn't otherwise. I had an idea for it, but I don't know how doable it is. So I need to get ideas settled first. But, oh, I'll show you one thing. This is the new, if you didn't get it, this is the tiara. This is the tattoo, one of the tattoos you can get. And then I got, I also bought the skin opalescent, which is weird, but interesting. I actually like it. So I had it on for a good amount of time today. I think I might leave it on for a while. It's beautiful. Yeah, the tiara is great. I love how sparkly it is. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to call it for now. And I will, at very least, be back on tomorrow. But I possibly am back on today if I think about what to do with my spaceship. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one.